how many of us have ever wondered how they skin, gut, and dress a deer? Like how they get everything off of it? Okay. Well, today I'm going to show you how they do that, from getting the skin off of it to getting the meat and the guts out of it. So, every hunt I've been on, I have done this for my deer. Sometimes I keep them, sometimes I give them away for like charity purposes. So I'll tell you what you need, how to skin it, how to gut it, well, how to gut, how to skin, and how to quarter it, which is getting the meat off of it. So what you'll need is a gutting knife. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, just something strong and sharp, because you'll have to cut through the rib cage. You'll need gloves, something like doctor's gloves. I wouldn't recommend heavy duty gloves with like padding on them, because then you'll lose control for the knife, and these will help you control it, and it'll still keep stuff off of you. And you'll need a bucket to put the guts in, because once you get them out, they all just come out in one singular motion. You can't control it. And you'll also need something to cut through bone. If your knife is strong enough, you can use that, or you can use some sort of tool that requires two hands. I can't remember what it's called. So the first step is, the first step is to start gutting, and you can do this either two ways. What you want to do is that you can start at where the privates are, and then you can work your way up to the throat, and you'll want to get it to about here, like where it's Adam's apple would be. You don't want to stop right at the throat, because you'll need to get up there. Or you can start at the throat and work your way down to the private area. And then you can either cut the skin first without cutting the muscle, or you can get the muscle with it. So it'd be one cut instead of two. I'd prefer to do the one cut because it's simpler and faster, but with removing the skin first, it'll be easier and you'll be able to see more. So then once you get it open, you want to grab it, you want to get rid of the rib cage. So you can either, again, start from up, down, or down, up. And then once you cut the rib cage, and it's pretty tough because it's bone, you want to pull it as hard as you can, about it get open to about this much, depending on how big the deer is, or just where you can see the guts. I mean, there'll be some where it's rib cages, but most of them is going to be down to the back of the deer. And then once you can see the guts, you want to just get your hand, get it as far as up in the throat you can, find the esophagus, and then once you find the esophagus, you want to grab it, you want to get your knife up there and just cut it, and then you want to have your deer hanging up for this because it'll be easier. You want to have the bucket right under it. You want to get your hand, put it behind the esophagus, and just pull them all down, and they'll just all go down in the bucket. You can't control where they go. You just have to hope. Like hope and pray, just get in the dang bucket. Next, you want to keep the deer hanging up, and this is where you skin it. What you want to do is that, we all know deers have 4 legs, right? 4 legs, not 3, not 2, 4. Where the legs bend, you want to cut it. You want to cut the skin where the leg bends. Okay, brain. Cut it where yeah, I already said that. Then you want to just start working your way down. And it'll be easier for when you're getting the meat. You want to get as much white skin as you can off the deer, because that white skin is fat and it'll ruin the meat if you were to cook it on it. So then you just, once you get halfway down the deer, you'll have enough to start just yanking it down. So you can either do that, or you can just be careful and get the rest of it with your knife. And then, once you get the skin off, I'd start with getting the back meat first. So, let's say the deer's head is up here, and its back is towards here. Do you have a marker to use?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, that'd be easier. I haven't been recording. All right, so I'll draw over here. What you want to do is that So its spine is going to be along here. There's going to be the prime meat that you want here and here. And you don't really have to be careful, you just want to get as much as you can. And then once you get that